we'll transition to kind of the wide receiver group tonight and how they performed. We got our first look at Adam Randall tonight. I think he maybe had a couple targets, one catch. Bo Collins did some good things tonight, I think. Joseph Ngata made a couple or some really good catches. That one on the sideline comes to mind particularly. Antonio Williams is still showing that he should be a starter and that he probably will be for the remainder of the season. He's just an explosive guy. But if you look down the stat sheet, as far as the wide receiver room, DJ did a good job tonight of spreading the ball around. We don't have a single receiver with more than 3 catches, and that's Joseph Ngata. So the ball was really spread around a lot tonight. What was your overall take on the wide receiver group tonight?
Yeah, DJ, he distributed the ball really well. And sometimes the receivers didn't do him favors. I still want EJ Williams to really get it together. He had a couple drops, and Ngata had a drop over them, and DJ put it right on the money, a little RPO slant, and
right in his face,
hit him right in the face mask, and then just came out of his hands. I thought DJ, other than that, I mean, he really distributed the ball well, and he found guys when they were open for the most part. It was a good. I know we're not really talking about the tight ends, but you saw, Davis Allen get one towards the end, get a nice catch towards the end. So it's good to see that, DJ's not locking on to one guy or he's trying to get everybody involved. And I think that's going to be huge for this team going forward, is having multiple guys that the defense has to respect and account for. It doesn't seem like he's, stuck on one guy like it seemed like at times last year. So, and that's going to be huge going forward.
Yeah, we had 11 different guys with receptions tonight. So for a total of 20 receptions, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. Overall, a pretty good night for both the receiver room and DJ, I think. And again, we still have a case of the dropsies. I'm not really sure why, but it's not just one guy, it's multiple guys. You did talk a little bit about EJ Williams. I really would like to see. I mean, that dude, I feel like he has all the physical tools to be a great receiver. I don't really know what's going on. I know Dabo kind of mentioned, he might be in his head a little bit, maybe lacking some confidence with all the back-to-back injuries he's had. But I hope he gets a few more opportunities. But, I mean, if he keeps dropping the ball consistently like he does every time he comes in the game, eventually you're going to get buried in that room with all those guys, especially when you got guys like Adam Randall, who was pretty much on a pitch count tonight. You didn't see him a whole lot, but he looked pretty good when he was in. And if he is what the coaching staff says he is, we'll be seeing a lot more of him in the future, hopefully next game, preferably.
Yeah. And to your point, Adam Randall, he had one really nice catch, a little curl route. He did a good job of, out physicaling the DB and, creating separation for himself and for, DJ to hit him. I thought that was really good. He had and then DJ targeted him into the end zone. That probably should have been a pass interference in that back corner of the end zone. I was surprised the ref didn't throw the flag. I thought the DB got there early, but I won't get up too upset. But, I feel like he could have got one there. I really wanted it for him. But
I think the DB definitely got there early on that one.
But all in all, it was good to see Adam Randall just to get some action. I hope some Clemson fans didn't expect him to just like come out and go off and just go crazy. That would be nice.
It would be.
But that was about what I expected. I knew Randall was going to be limited. They weren't going to have him do a whole lot of. It didn't even seem like they had him do a whole lot of cutting. It was a lot of stick routes, and then that go in the end zone. But I knew he wasn't really going to. They weren't going to make him, do a whole lot of complicated routes right now, and he just, and obviously they weren't going to play him a whole lot.
Yeah.
So.
Coming in, they talked about he was going to be, kind of on a pitch count, And, I mean, yeah, it looks like they gave him some easy routes. And I think the idea was probably just to get him into the game. That feel of a game is obviously different, especially in a place, like Death Valley. So I think it was just maybe getting him over that, first game jitters, maybe getting him a few routes he got to catch. So hopefully that builds some confidence for him going in. Bible Belt Beauties gets into the comments, says, I notice we don't hear that jug machine running in post-practice interviews like we have in years past.
I've never really listened for it, but
I haven't either. But that's an interesting comment. I don't know if that's true or not. Typically, I'm trying to freaking hear what the question is.
Yeah, because man, at Clemson, that's a whole nother thing. They gotta figure that out, man. That setup is terrible. You can never hear what the reporter is asking, and because only the coach has a mic. And it sounds like, someone talking from all the way across the facility, trying to ask a question. And you're like, I have no idea what
depending on the reporter, sometimes you can hear a little bit of what they're saying. Some people talk so quiet you can't hear them at all. And then all of a sudden, Dabo, they'll ask him about a specific player and he'll start going off and just saying he. But they won't mention the name, and I'm like, I don't know who the heck he's talking about right now. Like, who are we talking about?
Right.
So I don't understand it. Look, Clemson's got some of the best facilities in the country. I don't know why we can't get reporters' mics when they're asking coaches questions.
Yeah,
it has bothered me for so long, and I feel like there's no reason talking about it because it's never going to change.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you watch other schools that their post game and their post practice interviews, and you can they have mics and you can hear what the reporter's saying. I'm like, what? I mean, what are they doing differently? Like,
right?
Yeah, but that's a whole. We're getting on a tangent.
Yeah. We're going on a tangent. Let's get back.